désert des aliens. Ils ont tenté de nous délier. Je serai accusé de folie, mais ma richesse est cachée dans mes mots. Parle-moi, j'ai dit parle-moi. Tu diras qu'est-ce qu'il faut de l'eau. So oulaïla, 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 mais les katirila.
There's a lot of rise up and falls, so I wanna thank myself for never lay low. Cause now you know they're counting us like we're the only ones. So ready's already ground. Never thought of dropping the flag, never thought of going back. So la ilaha, la ilaha, la ilaha, bizi malakatirilla.
Retrouver, la puis me retrouver dans le désert, c'est là que j'ai brillé. Retrouver, la puis me retrouver dans le désert, c'est là que j'ai brillé. So
Hello everyone, I am Walid from Morocco Shiny Days. We are a tour operator in Morocco that organizes like different tours, mainly that goes to the desert and also to like wild beaches of Morocco. Where we are today is known as La Plage Blanche, or the White Beach. That's where we are camping, and you can see the large Atlantic Ocean in front of us, and here is the scenery behind us. It's just like large and endless sand dunes, really big ones. So you have this beautiful combination between the Sahara desert and the ocean, as you can see. And I am here today to talk to you about one of the famous trips we organize, which basically goes on 2 to 3 days, you know, and the starting points are moreover Marrakesh or Agadir, depends on what's easy for guests or where they are based. And to give you more information, it's basically a tour that starts, let's say, from Agadir on 2 days. As I said, we would start by leaving Agadir in the morning and then go straight to the National Park of Massa, which is a famous place where people can see some really rare birds. Some of them are, you know, extincting, talking for example about the bald ibises. And there are also some wild animals that, you know, the government is start to preserving and protect and try to make breed, you know, in that kind of national park. So it's gonna be an interesting visit with a local guide from the area. Then we continue our journey driving along the coast, a beautiful drive through the beaches of Aglou, the ones of Mirleft, and then get into LEGZIRA, which is a famous arches and like a really nice beach as well, where we can stop, you know, have a walk, take beautiful pictures down those arches. And then, you know, and our first half of the day in a place called SIDI OUARZEG, which is just past the famous town of Sidi Ifni. That's where we will stop normally for lunch. There is a beautiful guest house, like just in the middle of nowhere, you know, it shows up. And the food there, what shall I tell you, like really good and amazing food. So we stop there for a beautiful lunch, or like a delicious lunch with a beautiful view of the ocean. And then after lunch we'll continue our way and then go straight to what we call La Plage Blanche, exactly where we are now. As I said, you can see, guys, this wilderness. It's 48 kilometers long beach, making it the longest beach in Morocco for sure. And I'm thinking actually it's even the longest beach in Africa as well. So once we get here, guys, there is nothing to do with tourism. It's really remote, no campings, I mean, no hotels, no development at all. And we have our own camping gear. So once we get here, the camp will be already like set up for you, as you can see in here. and then everything will be prepared for our guests, you know, their tents, the food, and you know, you will just have one perfect night under millions of stars. And then, you know, the activities to do here, as you can see, we can go fishing, which is the main activity people have around here. You guys can go sandboarding on this like really big sand dunes, and people also can just like go walking along the beach. We can also arrange for like camel riding, we can arrange for like ATVs driving, so all those things can be arranged for. But this is something to discuss, you know, just before coming here, because as I said, it's very remote and there is nothing to do here with tourism or any development. Everything should just be prepared way ahead. After spending a night under millions of stars, the next day will be to leave the white beach, and the drive back to Agadir will start, but it's gonna start on a different way, so that we go from Guelmim this time, which is another village or like town actually, not too far from Plage Blanche. It's about 60 kilometers away, so basically an hour drive after we leave the beach. Arriving to Guelmim, there is an amazing oasis not too far, about like 13 kilometers away from Guelmim, known as Tighmert, and it's a 12th century oasis which really worth a visit, and that's what basically we will be doing. We'll go through the oasis, have a walk with the a local guide from the oasis, so you guys can learn about the people's style of life there, about the irrigation system, about the traditions, to see one of those old kasbahs in the oasis. Then we'll leave the oasis again behind, guys, and then we continue our way to go to Tiznit, which is known as the capital of silver in Morocco. So we'll have a stop there. People can go and, you know, explore the silver work that the people still does for living, you know, in the old Medina of Tiznit. We'll have some lunch at the same place, and then after lunch we'll start heading back to Agadir, which is basically another hour to drive all the way to Agadir. Then this is basically gonna be the end of our 2 days trip. To make this trip a little longer, I mean, if people have time and they want to spend more time, we can either make it 2 days at the white beach, I mean 2 nights camping, and this will allow people to basically do more activities, and especially for those that they are interested in fishing, so they can spend like 2 nights at the white beach and like 1 full day fishing here at the beach. We can actually make it like short drives by spending the first night at SIDI OUARZEG, at Diani's guest house, which is the place we are normally supposed to have lunch at if we only have 2 days. So basically we'll have lunch at LEGZIRA instead, and then spend the night in SIDI OUARZEG, 1 night at Plage Blanche, then back to Agadir, same way I described it before. So this is kind of like flexible trip. We can make it as easy and as hard, you know, as people want it, and it also depends on, as I said, how many times you guys have. Yeah, I think this is it for this trip. I hope you like this plan, and then if you guys are interested, as I said, in joining us on this trip, you see the link below. Just click it, it takes you to our website, and then, you know, you can contact us directly to book this trip for you, for your family, for your friends, honeymooners. You know, it's a trip that it's just suitable for all kinds of travelers. You are welcome to Morocco, your second country, and we hope to see you soon. Cheers.